Thanks for the patience. We're here. Dixit and Zach, Rising Mysore, Part 2. Deuce. Softer touches, a more subtle trip to the garden. This is a perfume for your well-being. Ingredients that abound from the earth and give back to your soul. This is branded therapeutic fragrance, chasing the best of the best. Love that you're here. Subscribe. Let's go. Here they are. Big brother, little brother. Don't let their size fool you. I mean, look how much juice is gone. I wear my perfume. Taking these reviews serious. This is, there's no decanting. It's all stuff I've used. This comes in with different notes than the original. Neroli, lemon, key lime, sweet orange, lavender, holy basil, Hakora, jasmine, sambac, orange blossom, pink pepper, rose, pink grapefruit, jasmine grandiflora, pimento berry, Sri Lankan, cinnamon bark, cardamom, black pepper, star anise, rosemary, patchouli that's dark, bay leaves, clove, ylang ylang, tuberose, Java patchouli in the base, East Indian sandalwood, frankincense, myrrh, tonka bean, some vanilla absolute. Now, remember the unboxing. We need to address a couple things here. It has a used on date, and then the box itself says it's manufactured by a different company. Their laws in India are very, 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 very strict. Essentially, Dixit and Zach, 100%, everything is theirs. But doing things in alcohol, this is part of this whole French stilling perfume kind of thing. The French left these governments with atars, but as soon as you add alcohol, it becomes as dangerous. No. So they have strict. You guys look into the rules more than me, but this is the reason it has that company name on there. They have to use a company that has full-on licensing for alcohol and whatnot. Thus, the strict with COVID, the shipping, everything that's delayed. These were ready to go in July. So they've held on to their money for quite some time and would have sold out. This is coming to America. So I'm able to share that news. Lucky Scent is going to have a few bottles. They're going to have a few more bottles of Rising Mysore 2. Breaking news, therapeutic style. How many times is that? Anybody counting? Giving you news? Nobody else is. I mean, sure, the magazines break news, but they're all paid. And all mine's my own research. And I'm breaking it before them, and I have a full-time job. It's pretty cool. Might not mean much to all you guys, but it's pretty cool to me. All right, let's get into this. Different than part one, a true continuation of perfume. We haven't really seen this that I know of in perfume ever. Companies have flankers, but never a continuation in the story. That's what this is. Rising Mysore Part 2 is not just same ingredients. They call it Part 2 because some of the ingredients might have changed over time and whatnot. It's a Part 2 of a sequel, of a movie. It's a different characters, more color of characters added. Think of your Lethal Weapon Part 2. They just, the Joe, well, that wasn't Part 2, but Part 4, whenever they brought Joe Pesci in, color characters, they're just bringing different ingredients for different colors, different flavors, different nuances. Great continuation of the story of Rising Mysore. The top is definitely going to be much quieter. I would go as far to say as Japanese Indian fusion. Cashmere Nui, I threw in some fusion there. Here, I throw in some fusion as well. This is where I called the part one full on the fougere of India. This is a fusion of Japanese style of perfume through and through. You guys that know what Japanese perfume is, get excited. Very personal, very subtle for you, and very intimate when you're close with people. In conversation, when Tokyo, one of the most crowded cities, you just always buy people. So when they get that close, that's when they get the whiffs where you don't blow the whole car away. People who like projection sillage need to be very aware of this one. It's a lot more quiet and close, even as the part one. But what it is an aromatic wonder. Just like the cuisine of India, the stuff is all over the place, but blended professionally with high-end skills. Full-on review. The top. The citrus mix is blended. In the heart of the waft, you're going to get the rising Mysore DNA, the Dixit. Below that same waft, a plethora of new characters and spices like I was talking about. Same tone, same kind of transition, same kind of aromatics, but different colors, different wafts with the notes that were mentioned above. Refined touches all the way around that we learned from the first composition, those that was lucky enough to have that are looking to get part two. Again, on the top, an excellent citrus blended, toned down lime, which is usually one of the strongest citruses. I don't know if it's a key lime, if it's, there's another lime that grows in Jamaica that's a little more toned down, not as sharp as a bright lime that we know. It has lemon, great chosen orange, and neroli combo provide just a perfect sweet and tangy sniff that I want on my next chicken. Orange chicken, now I want this kind of chicken. I want all this citrus in a chicken. That fades, and here comes the lavender and basil. A little bit of fougere edge. It's clean, spicy. It's got green in it in all the right ways. Hatkora, I have no idea, but I like anything that's listed in these notes. Anyone help me out on this one in the comments would be much appreciated. It's just one thing I didn't have time to get down in my review and research. Honestly, I didn't start getting the pinks together until about 20 minutes into the wearing. The grapefruit, the peppercorn, they both come in after about 20 minutes of that nice citrus blend. And you can clearly smell, they're there in the top, but harder for me to pick out, but citruses fade. They come in a bit more and take their place. Well, grapefruit's a citrus, but that comes in and transitions in and out. As the florals start to pop in and out, predominantly the rose. The ylang ylang and tuberose were soft, well structured, going up the middle of it, just providing floral aromatics with facets of the jasmine flower. A little bit waxy, a little bit dirty, soft, just playing in and out of all the florals. With that set of florals, an even darker set of aromatics come into the heart of the perfume, flawlessly transitioning out of the top of the perfume, the citrus, and everything we just mentioned, the peppercorns. Getting used to it from part one, the bay leaf is just a little bit dense in this transition, which is good, just a dense green into the heart of the wearing, while the rosemary stays above it and acts as the aromatic for our heart. One of my top 5 aromatics, rosemary, thyme, just always used them my adult life and love the aromatic of them. I remember talking about them in Acqua di Parma, how I love the top of Colonia Essentia because they use all those good aromatics. It just feels little extra royal touches in the perfume. Really well thought out aromatics that pop in and out, never get muddled, and just mix like an Indian spice food would, like a curry would, which the definition of curry is a mix of spices. The rosemary you don't need on your focaccia, but it just makes it a bit better, just like it does here. The dry down is the most familiar part of the OG. DNA is the hardest thing to come up with. And so far, I've smelt a DNA in all of their perfumes. It's tangy, bright. It's got that twang, that twang in all of them. Most prominent in Rising Mysore Part 1, and then Brindaban. Well, and all of them. It's in all of them. And it's just the perfect DNA to keep building their perfumes off of now and in the future. Many, many houses have a natural one. More kudos to them. I'll take this dry down anytime. This feels even more toned down and refined on here. Very subtle. Japanese perfumery. Remember that one. This is the new royalty kind of fougere wearings. They're really putting a huge stamp on this important category in perfume. They do it with a perfect patchouli rather than oak moss. It's perfect for the fragrance, bright, spicy, and smart. Overall, a more complex offering than the original, with so many softer edges and a fusion feel of spice and Japanese perfumery. Scoring, Rising Mysore Part 2. Experience 13 out of 15. Branding originality 5 out of 5. Projection and sillage, Japanese style 2 out of 5. Longevity 3 out of 5. Composition 2020 all day. Ingredients priced to melt $21.25. Seemed like they charged more for what the original gave us, but not a big dock. Let's move on. Top 10, heart 4 to 5, base 8 out of 10. Final score of 87. If you have Part 1, I would buy a bottle if it's on discount or you wanted a backup. This is the perfect backup. That's why I have it. I wanted a backup of Part 1, so I'd gladly own Part 2 as a backup bottle. If you are into natural perfumes only, that this changes the game. It's easy bottle buy all day, every day. Some of the best all natural perfume in the world. It's taking Abel's spot for sure, just in composition and everything it's adding. This, as far as all natural, Dixit and Zach are the apex in my book of natural perfumery. No cheating, all naturals. This is where you buy. This is daytime, office friendly. It's a fougere. Switch it up for a fougere. If you're looking for a powerful, nice blended natural fougere, this is it. All year long, I'd wear this. Who do I see wearing this one? Kumar Palana. And then how many sprays? If you can get a few bottles, if we know there will be a Part 3, if we know this will continue to be made, I can go 20 sprays on this. And just go nuts. This stuff is just, I mean, this is after I'm already wearing it. It's a natural perfume. I don't mind spraying it on. Love this stuff. It's up to a foot in scent bubble. That's why I really spray my neck really good when I do wear it, so I can get those wafts and get my money's worth with this one. Short to medium tail. Again, my daughter and wife had no problem smelling it all the time. I would say below 6 hours of the wearing on this, it fades into my skin. Same as Cashmere Nuit. I have not had a day where it's been 73 with no activity. And that's usually how you can judge if a perfume has a lot more longevity. Naturals, I mean, as soon as I heat up and start doing activities, they just fade into my skin. We know that. I've said that. That's 2 Dixit and Zachs. 1 more to go. All love from the channel. Love you guys. Be blessed. You and yours be safe. Be blessed.